Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed! Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen! How is everybody? I'm doing pretty darn good! And I think Doctor Who's been killed. And I'm doing pretty darn good! I hope you're all doing well as well. Any news? Anything going on? Anybody wants to know about any news? Well, we've got one or two items we're going to be fucking talking about! They're gone! Oh, my God! Oh! How do I feel at this moment? How can I put this? It's more than elation, right? And I'm going to go into detail about why I'm elated. Because a lot of people are saying, is it out of the frying pan into the fire? I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is. I think it's out of the frying pan and into nowhere. I think there is going to be no Doctor Who after this, right? I think it's going to take a well-earned rest, right? I think it's going to happen until, a generation of bean counters go away. And a creative comes in that's in power that wants to do it, right? That's basically. I mean, listen, you've got to get the same kind of alignment as you got with like Julie Gardner and Russell T Davies, right? It was like that. It really was. It was like the perfect storm of wonderful TV. And thankfully, they chose to make Doctor Who, right? They could have made anything. They chose to make Doctor Who. It's just Jane Tranter, I should say. So that's what's good. But oh my God, when someone's just been screaming at you non-stop and they stop and it just feels like they're wrapping up. Oh, it feels like that bit. Return of the Jedi, big fight. Admiral Akbar successfully works out a way of knocking out the Super Star Destroyer. Channel weapons on a Super Star Destroyer, right? And I was like, pew, 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 pew. And then they do. The guy crashes. Guy crashes into it, right? Or was that a little bit like the A-wing guy? Was that an A-wing? I can't remember. Anyway, but anyway, the Super Star Destroyer goes down. Right? It goes crashing into the new desert. Admiral Akbar's reaction is much like, oh, the Force has been with us today. And that's how I feel. Oh, motherfucker, thank God they're going. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know. Could it have been, can we get any worse? I don't think so, right? I mean, I don't know. Could you get any worse? Because it always was worse than I could possibly conceive, right? It's like, whenever it was actually on, or they did anything, it was always way worse than you thought it could possibly be. Like the Comic-Con, for example. What the fuck? They didn't announce it then? What the hell? I just realized that. They didn't announce it at Comic-Con 3 days earlier? Something sounds fishy, right? Something sounds fishy. Why wouldn't they announce it then? Could this be a coup? Could this be like a Night of the Long Knives? Why did they not announce it? I mean, the obvious answer is because it's Chibnall and he's a doofus. And he doesn't know his ass from his elbow, right? Well, I bet it's going into another cushy job. I bet they're going to Blake 7 or something. I bet they're going to something, okay? Don't think it's over for them, all right? And they might want to dick with something else we love. So Blake 7, yeah. I guess Jodie's gonna be Blake, right? Because that why not? I don't know. She could be Gan, I guess. Who knows? Who could? No. But that's coming. Something like that's gonna come, right? You got to expect that. You got to expect the awful. It's 2021. However. I'm somewhat optimistic, right? Because, I've been saying the end of days are coming. I've been saying for about 6 months, 7 months now, right? So I still think they're coming, right? And I think there's been things I've been seeing in the world that microscopically represent a type of redemption. In Judaism, it's called geula, right? It's like the Jewish people are currently in exile, right? We pray 3 times a day for Geula, for redemption, to be able to like basically it's rebuild the Jewish temple, which is on the Dome of the Rock, which is why they're a bit testy about it, right? Because they think we're all up for doing it, right? They think we're just like, and because they don't know why we haven't. And the truth is, it's because we don't believe in God as much as the Arabs do, right? If the Jews believed in God as much as the Arabs would do, we would build the temple, right? I mean, there's nothing stopping us other than cause a world war. But it's like there's no. I mean, like we could do it, yeah. And I believe in future generations will look back and go, why didn't we? Right? And I think that's what the Arabs' point of view is. Anyway. But I've been seeing on a microscopic level getting somewhat larger, different forms of these geulas over the last, I don't know, where are we? About a week and a half. Like since this day called Tu B'Av, right? Tu B'Av. Oh, that was actually before then. right. It was basically it was like the 2 weeks before that. It was like for example, friends of ours had grandchildren, and for specific family reasons, it was very, very nice for them to have grandchildren. Right? They really would. They've been dying for grandchildren that they can play with for a very long time, and everybody was really happy. It was like a mini redemption, right? They're redeemed from this thing, and then there's a public official that, in my estimation, blew himself up. Like, did like one of the worst things you could possibly do. That's my estimation for you. I mean, he still has his fans, but apparently from what he was saying, he will no longer be around in an official capacity from about. So for me, that represents a personal level of geula, redemption, right? I like, yeah. So this also represents a light, it feels redemptive, right? It feels like, oh, thank fuck, that's over, right? I mean, really, that must be everybody's first reaction. Oh, thank fuck, that's over. I mean, I know we got another 9 episodes to go, but like now I know there's light at the end of it. Do what you want. Like, do what you want. I don't give a shit. Like, just do what you want. Right? It's I have Yaz, and I know you're going to do Yaz and the Doctor love, or you probably love, right? Like there's probably gonna be some lips smacking going on there, right? Well, I think that's what I think's going on. I think will we see the carpet munching? I don't know. Yeah, but anything's possible, right? Like, listen. Go back a year. Go back to yourself a year from now, right? A year before now. And tell them the shit that's happened, right? And be like, what the fuck? What? Yeah, like we got the pandemic. It's the weirdest thing ever. Yeah, hold my beer. And tell them what's that. Because it happens in slow motion. It happens in real life. When you actually recount what's gone down, right? Like, the lack of the end of democracy and freedom of speech, like in a very real ways, like the Great Reset is coming. I mean, that's scary as hell. Did they extend the moratorium on evictions? Because when that runs out, the world ends, right? That's the thing that I think can trigger the end of the world. Because then we have a bunch of people who haven't been paying rent for the last year and a half because they don't have to, because they can't be evicted. So like, yeah, okay, no problem. And they can't be evicted. So the minute that they can be evicted, they're going to be evicted, right? That's just going to happen, right? They're estimating like millions of people will be homeless, right? And they won't, and they can't get anybody in the labor force because they're paying too high unemployment or whatever they want to say. I mean, so like for a guy making pizza now, like to hire somebody to make pizza, it's $35 an hour. Like, can you believe that means like, okay, Like 2 guys, $35 an hour making pizza. That's $70 an hour. Let's say they can make 4 pizzas in that hour. That's 70, 35, 12.50. Then overhead and the expenditures, $12.50, probably about $16. So then what are you gonna make? So you're selling pizza what $30 now, 35? Like if you're Jewish, that's actually normal because kosher pizza, everything's a freaking fortune. But yeah, I mean, and then so everyone's going to say, "Well, I'm going to need more money." Why? Because my pizza that was $20 is now $35, right? Because that's what it is, right? So yeah, if that's supposed to happen like tomorrow, I think, isn't it? I don't know, but that's like they haven't like extended it as yet, and all the owners of the properties they're going bankrupt because they can't get the money out of their property because they can't evict anybody and they can't like get rent and like they're screwed. Like a bunch of people have to like sell. Who they're selling to? Like these big hedge funds, like BlackRock or something, or buying up all the houses, and then buying them up above market value. It is the transfer of it's a great reset. That's what it is. It's the great reset. I mean, you have to make everything will become government housing. I don't even know, man. It's going to get crazy. But I think there's light at the end of the tunnel. I think after that, it's going to be really groovy. And so I think after these 9 episodes, it's going to be really groovy. Okay, I just do. I haven't even read the article yet. I'm going to read it with you because I am excited. Right? I am genuinely excited to see what they haven't. Okay, there's another thing we need to consider with both Russell T Davies and Steve Moffat. When they left the show, they said, "We are leaving and we are handing over to." I'm excited to put it in the hands of Steve Moffat, said Russell T Davies. And Steve Moffat, maybe he may rue now. I said he can't imagine Doctor Who being in any safer hands of Chris Chibnall. Chris Chibnall's not handing on to anyone. Who's it going to be? So that's why I think it's no one. Right? That's why I think that it's. I mean, if these episodes do very well, but I think everybody knows they're going to be an embarrassment, right? I mean, like, how? I think here's the trouble. Whenever she's on screen, it's awful, right? Whenever she's on, and she's just awful. And she just gives out a vibe of shit. I'm sorry, darling, but you do. I mean, you're just not right for this role. I thought everybody could be right for this role, but I'm wrong. No, not everybody. I don't know. I look, maybe another time, another place, another showrunners or somebody who was competent in any way, he would like tell you what to do and like give you a direction and not do everything wrong. But it's Chris Chibnall. Chris Chibnall does everything wrong, which makes me think he was just too shit scared to announce it at the Comic-Con on a pre-recorded thing. Like I bet Jodie will start crying. Oh God. Oh, I'm glad they didn't now. Right? Oh, I'm so glad they didn't. Oh, thank God. Yeah, you go. Oh, we've been saved. You see, you got to look on the bright side, right? You got to look on the bright side. But they didn't have to kind of look pussies. But okay, now we got something else to laugh at them about. And they're not handing on to anyone. That means they're not handing on. It's like it's going to make BBC the bad guy, which that might explain what Capaldi was saying about the BBC being cheapskates, right? That might well mean what Capaldi, because why is Capaldi dumping on modern Doctor Who all of a sudden? It's like they say it looks. I don't. Sort off. It looks good. I disagree with you. I've always found it the production values, but I found the production values of Pyramids of Mars to be fine too. So there's that. But no, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, like I think. It looks more shoddy now, but that's because it's everything about it's bad. I mean, I like some of the design, but I think that might explain Capaldi as well. Maybe he knows what's coming down the line, and this is him. This is like because they can now go. Let's just blame the BBC. Blame the BBC. Everybody hates the BBC. Blame the BBC. right? That's what I think. That's what. Maybe let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Anyway, Paul. I mean, look. Maybe while I'm talking, they've announced a new showrunner. I mean, I really don't know. If they do, because somebody let me know. That'd be important. They're leaving fantastic news. And Paul Chadwick, you are indeed correct. It is fantastic. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it heavenly? It is. It's divine. It's like it feels like you're eating creme brulee. It's really good, right? It feels like. It's the news version of a blowjob, right? It's really, really welcome, right? And you know, like it can come anytime, day or night. I'm always happy to see both those things, right? I am. I'll be getting drunk, basically, as I heard the news. I think I might do that too. Have a wee dram. I should have. You know, next stream I will bring some alcohol. And we can drink together. That'd be kind of nice. I should. My wife won't let me, but I could totally get into cigars and whiskey. Well, she wouldn't let me smoke in my office. What can you do? Look. These are the things you do for love, baby. These are the things you do for love. That's Snake Demon Gaming is planning to be on the piss night. Well, Snake Demon Gaming, if you are going to be gaming and you're Snake Demon. Do it on the piss, mate. Do it on the piss. Paul Lewis Muffin says, I can't wait to see your face again. Well, I hope it was good. Epic, long, historic, long-awaited, glorious. It is. It's like, thank fucking God. I mean, like, how can they make it any worse? Like, how could, I mean, now like, we can start, like, looking at the era in retrospect. Like, how could they have done any worse? Right? I mean, that crap, like, I don't know. If I tried, I could because it always shocked me how it got worse, right? How it sucked harder, like what? Like you know, the Comic-Con panel that he didn't announce he's leaving in because he's a massive pussy, I guess. Even that was underwhelming. That panel, like, here's a special guest. It's Mr. Nobody from Game of fucking Thrones. Like, who the fuck? Like. And I felt bad. I'm going to this perfectly lovely, accomplished, talented man. Like, who the fuck are you? Right? And he's, again, perfectly lovely, accomplished, talented human being. And my first interaction with him is like, who the fuck are you? Oh, you used to be the one in the corner while I'm looking at Melisandre, right? Yeah, okay, fine. Just stand in the corner. Bring what's her name? Natalie, whatever her name is out again. Emmanuel, right? Bring her out. You stand in the corner. We're all cool. You just be quiet, okay? You be great one. Excellent. Amazing news finally says, Mr. PC Gamer forever! Game forever, baby. PD Rich is here. Hell, PD Rich says hell. So Darren M is here. Greetings and facilitations. Hope you're well. That's what I was saying to you, and that's what your comment was, right? I was like, you know, there's a movie called Wild at Heart, David Lynch movie. I really like it. Nobody else does. There's this bit in it where he's where Nicolas Cage is madly in love with Laura Dern, and now that would be a great Doctor companion, you know, set up. He's man in love with Laura Dern. He's recounting he's a very like suave. Oh no, like I don't know. I am describing. It's very Nicolas Cage in a snakeskin jacket, right? So he's recounting the time how he lost his virginity to her, right? So he sees. You see from his point of view, he's like a beautiful ass going up the stairs, and you see him like falling upstairs because he's going to get laid for the first time, and he reaches his hand up, you know, to, between the cups, as it were, and the lady turns around and says, "Oh baby, what a bad boy you are." Right, so cuts to Laura Dern there, and then she goes, "Oh baby, what a bad boy you are," and then Nicolas Cage said, "That's just what she said." That's one of the greatest lines ever. Okay, that's how good I feel. So yeah, no, I did the same thing. X Factor Chimbles and Jodie Pistaker. Yes, goodbye. It's only yes, we all are. Said Paul Joe, PD Rich, Merck Eddie, how you doing? Steve Wee, 2022. It will take that long to get a replacement and reset. It's cancellation. I mean, unless they got a deal, people do stupid things. Paramount still makes Star Trek Discovery. Like really? Like I don't know. That, you know what that's like? That's like going, see my fist? I wonder what that feels like shoving it up my ass. I wonder what that feels like. And you go, okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. And you go, and and you can't do it. So you have to go and get some butter or something to lube it up. Right? There you go. And try again. And after several hours of like real pushing, you get your fist up your ass, right? And then it's hard to get it out. But then finally you get it out, and you go, well, that was awful. That was really, really bad. That was unmentionably horrible. Let's see if it's the same if I do it again. That's what I'll say. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably over. I mean, I kind of hope it is, because it needs to just. This has been really bad, right? It needs a breather, right? It needs a fucking breather, right? By the way, I worked out what they needed to do. I mean, other than if they refuse to put Daleks in Dalek Universe. Sorry for the aside. If Big Finish refuses to put Daleks in Dalek Universe, and they basically put Daleks wall to wall in the last set, from what I can see, that doesn't fucking count. Okay, no, I'm pissed off with you still, right? They're going to put, if they refuse to put Daleks in Dalek Universe, then they should have called it Space Security Service, right? Because that's what it is. He's in the Space Security Service. This is not Dalek Universe, because we don't say hi to Claire or fucking Dalek. Matt Jones says Grogu. Well, good for you. I think you better get in there quick, mate. I think Disney's already got it. Disney is already sucking its blood to make its weird Jedi robots. I've got the victory music from the Independence Day buzzing in. I was listening to the Matt Smith "I Am the Doctor" soundtrack, right? That's what I was getting on. Oh man, just jump like buggery. Man. Tracy Thomas, how you doing, sir? Jonathan Gox, how are you? Hello, just making a lovely, making a loaf of bread. I'm going to say a lovely loaf of bread. That sounds really good. Listen, look, I'm too old and too fat. I can't do it now, right? It's bad for you. Like, when you get old, you can basically eat wood, right? No. Would you like a chunk of wood now? No, I'll wait for later. Anyway, but when we were younger, we used to have a bread maker when we lived in America. And like, you used to get up at like 6:30 with the kids, or sit like crack of dawn, they're babies. And my wife would just throw the things or have it in the night before to make bread. So by like 7:30, I was eating like fresh baked bread. Oh man, that was good. That was really good. Loaf of bread. That's how we go there. Adam, there, how you doing? I always enjoy seeing your avatar. Here's what I want, Adam. I want a Mark Gatiss show run. Dan Dare TV show, right? That's exactly what I want. I want Big Ben in a cylinder, in a glass cylinder. I want to be that, and I want, basically it's basically like Danny Boy to the Doctor, the series, right? They're essentially Spitfires in space. It's like Dam Busters and I think Mark Gatiss will knock that out the freaking park. Right, because then he'll add into it like real depth and emotion and stuff. But like, wouldn't that be awesome? Like a 9-episode series. Yeah, that would be huge. And it wouldn't be woke. You can have Dr. Peabody, but you can do it like it was. There's no need to make Dan Dare or Digby women or gay or lesbians or gender non-specific or whatever. No. Digby is a guy with a dick, okay? I've never seen Digby's dick, but I know Digby has a dick, and I know Digby enjoys using his dick. I know Digby isn't gender bloody fluid. And Dan, if you say you are, I'm going to have to slap you. I'll slap you with Digby's dick, okay? Fine. But that would be very good. I would really like to see that TV show. Angela, how are you doing? I'm glad you got in here for the Digby's dick conversation. I wasn't, of course, talking about the biggest dog in the world. I was talking about, Dan Dare's trusted psychic. What a beautiful day. Utterly bewildered. Bouquets for Whitaker, though. I was watching a different actress? I haven't read the thing yet. We're going to read it soon. I can't wait. How are we doing? Darkula, how are you doing? They are going to, but the woke BBC are still around. Okay, I don't know. You're responding to something like literally 20 minutes ago. I don't remember 20 seconds ago, baby. Woodhouse 22. 122. I'm terribly sorry. I like a bit PG Woodhouse. If I could just like grab from the Ethernet, I would more often than not be watching like Jeeves and Wooster or Minder or MasterChef, right? Like Hell's Kitchen. Like that's what I do when I'm not watching genre stuff, right? And I noticed that recently. I'm really kind of enjoying watching MasterChef, the American. I like Gordon Ramsay shows. Basically, I do. I just enjoy it. Edward Bracken, great news today. Really, I didn't hear. My choice of next showrunner will be writer of 1999 BBC site. And Jed McCurro. Listen, if they get him, my God, would they be happy? Right? How happy would they be? They'd be happy as a man who learns how to suck his own dick. Right? Of course, that would be that's actually a slow death. Because you don't do anything else then. You just and you basically die in starvation. Yeah, because that's just what happens. Ding dong, the witch is dead. I had to say the witch is gone, baby. The psychos will go crazy, right? Oh, I can't wait to check out the psycho Twitter. I'll wait till next week and do a compilation, right? There's gonna be a like, oh man, are they all just gonna fuck off and leave us alone now? That would be fan-fucking-tastic. Oh yes. No, but they're gonna hang around even in the dead corpse of Doctor Who. And no, it's still legitimate. She still counted. She fucking didn't. She's the one who killed it. Oh, here's the thing. You count the death from when the gangrene takes over or when the gangrene started. I think from when the gangrene started. She was never. Yeah, that was always death. I started taking a kid to school the other day disguised as a perfectly ordinary, slightly stressed mum, but she didn't fool me. That's what she looks like when she's being Doctor Who. John the Cox is here. I tell her at bloody well last. Tell us that Wayne Chang says so happy, but if the BBC still thinks the show is editorial at its best, yes, then it's screwed and needs resting for 5+ years. You know what it needs? If it just comes back, it can come back tomorrow. Good. Like, looking totally different, ignoring all this bullshit, and just come back good. Like, what were you like the minute that Mandalorian looked like it's good, right? And we could, relax and enjoy it. Like, Season 2. Season 2, when we knew they weren't going to woke it up on us any more than it was, right? We said that, and it seemed that was totally fine for all of it. That was before the dark times. Before Gina Carano. Anyway, the firing of Gina Carano, I should say. Oh, by the way, here. I have to show you this. Let me just... I guess... Israel post. Where did I go to? I have to go to photos. I go to photos. Here it is. This is hilarious. See what I do? I get from the interwebs to you guys. Because of course I wouldn't. Here we go. Press that little button. Then I'm going to go to airdrop. Airdropping. Matthew Lebetkin's computer. Matthew's my English name. Here we go. That sounds like it's coming through. And we're ready. So yeah, I'm so into MasterChef and Hell's Kitchen right now. When I realized it wasn't on this week, I downloaded the previous season of Hell's Kitchen. Because I didn't know it was on when I didn't know it was on. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll just do that. What's this thing? This is naughty. Outrage! You deserve to be fired. Don't forget to lick my balls, babe. I think that's about right. So we'll keep that while I finish up the chat. It's a bit too good looking for Brie Larson, right? This is definitely a hotter cosplayer, right? Jodie and May made 3 series and out, packed with each other at the start of Once in a Lifetime. Blah, blah. Okay, I got to read it soon. Andrew Everson says, Bean says, Rabbi, I can't explain my happiness on this. Exactly. The purgatory is exactly how I feel. There's a new glorious day. Dude, problem being, I sent you a link if you want to jump on. Thank God it's finally over. Exactly. I feel like Admiral Akbar, that's it. Admiral Akbar, as the superstar destroyer, went down into the Death Star, and he realized the Force was with him, and he went down on one knee and said, "Oh, may the Force be with us." Mr. Declan Hyde is here. Woohoo! Oh, happy day. I hope you're still here. That was like 10 minutes ago. I'm reading Problem Big. I was listening to Oh, Happy Day earlier. It really worked. Jumped again. No, I sent you a link as well if you want to jump on. Okay, everyone's saying back. Peter is saying back the my Indiegogo. Here's the course correct. I'm ending that this week. It's gone. Remember, guys, I lie. Like, yeah, no, listen, I sent you a link. If you want to jump in, please beat me, my guest. TARDIS 1962. How are you, sir? Adam Dare with the current Doctor Who logo days, perhaps being numbered. Moth the time to mention your Blu-ray classic logo. Yes. I'll pull that. I'll whip those out for you in a minute. Excuse me while I whip this out. Deep Sixer, 1970, a good year. Hey there, what are your thoughts on Mass Effect? I've never played it. Listen, tell me where to start with it. I'm intrigued. It looks good. It looks very good. I do like some games. I like games with story. My favorite games have been Alien Isolation, which had a good story. It felt like Alien. It was bloody scary, right? That's the game you spend most of it hiding in a closet, shitting yourself, right? Because you don't want the alien to find you, and it's just terrifying. There was a VR version. Thank God I didn't play that. I would have shat myself. Knowing like it would be Daddy Dare, son. No. Do it properly. There have been two audiences. I have both of them, and I recommend both of them. I think that they're both really good. Jonathan Cox will be back in a minute. I wonder if he's back yet. I'm getting closer. Clip that. I don't know what that happened. I have to go back. 25 minutes in, I have to go back and look. I really don't know. I popped over from Knowles. Oh, yeah, is Knowles still going? I was listening to that for a good hour. That was really fun. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were still going, mate. Listen, we both have decent sized audiences. David Enke is here. Shut up, Amaru. Shut up, As says balls of whiteness are officially leaving. My naming night is balls of whiteness. That is very funny. Yes. You know what? I would think it'll be interesting to see what ends up getting bigger ratings. If Gary and Az do a review of each episode or the episode, I reckon Gary and Az reviewing the episode would get more ratings than the actual episode by the end. I bet they would. Wouldn't that be funny? Tyler Time was a good time. Icky Thump, he says. David Engel says, hey, Rabbi, how you doing? Did I miss somebody? We were cheated for not seeing Abraham was fine with the fight moment. Oh, yes. That movie is struck him from canon. That was the one where it made it okay for him. That's the one where it made it okay for us fans not to accept their bullshit as canon, right? So by the time it came to Whitaker, we're like, yeah, okay, goodbye. Tzvi Lebetkin, will you replace? Who do you think will replace? I bet they're asking David or Moffat back. That's probably an option, but I don't think they're offering anybody back. I don't think they can afford it. I don't think they have an international partner. I don't think it's coming back, right? To play Mark Adams plays Darth Waker. I think wanker is what the word you wanted. So yeah, I don't think it's coming back. But let's read the article, right? Let's read the article. Let me find. I got to open a new. Here, one second. I'm going to play you something first. I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble. This is cray. Okay, this is hilarious, and this is cray. I'm playing this, of course, for amusement purposes only. Yeah, this is only entertainment. Here it goes.
Have a peace.
Okay, the person on the left is Joe Biden, President of the United States. And he is the president, by hook or by crook. He is the president. The person on the chap on the right is his son, Hunter Biden. If you're wondering what he's doing, when there's a little flare up, it's him smoking crack. Okay, so here now you have the context. Now watch this.
Of crack cocaine, no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, $1/4 of $1. We passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and my.
Okay, why is he filming this? Like, why? Like, okay, I understand. Firstly, being in bed smoking crack, that's kind of loserish. I mean, like, at least sit in a chair, you loser. But okay, fine. But secondly, why are you filming this? That's just, like, why?
Self and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Under our forfeiture statutes, the government can take.
What? Why is he? Why is he recording this? That's just weird.
Everything you own, everything from your car to your house, your bank account, not merely what they confiscate in terms of the dollars from the transaction that you've just got caught engaging in. They can take everything. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society. They are in jail, away from my mother, your husband, our families. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street.
Now, let's say you do record this for some reason. Why do you keep the recording? I mean, like, what? I just have so many questions about that. Okay, fine. So next, let's read this article. We read a new window. We'll do Jodie Whittaker. We'll do a search, and we'll look at whatever the news pops up. I believe it will probably be one of the top ones. Let's see which outlet we're going for. We go for the BBC. We go for IGN. We go Gizmodo, Comic Book, The Sun, or like a bit of Sun, Games Radar, Slash Film. Should we just go for the BBC? Let's go for the BBC. There we go. Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall to leave Doctor Who in 2022. Goodbye. Goodbye. No. Let's see you goodbye. Goodbye. Oh. Jodie Whittaker has stepped down from the lead role in Doctor Who. The BBC has confirmed. Very good. The woman woman to play the Time Lord, the first woman to play the Time Lord, will bow out in autumn 2022 when she officially has killed it, along with showrunner Chris Chibnall. Whittaker will star in a new 6-part series later this year. Okay, with 3 specials. They've upped the episode count by 1. I mean, like, I'll take that math, right? I will take that math. There's 1 more episode, but then we have an end date. That's a fair transaction. And 3 specials next year before she exits. So that's interesting. 3 specials. In a statement, Whittaker paid tribute to Chibnall and the Doctor Who team, saying, "I will carry the Doctor and the lessons I learned from it." You haven't learned anything. The lessons I've learned from this, that being a condescending cunt doesn't hurt me. Oh, one second. I was supposed to share the bloody window. 1 second. Terribly sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me while I whip this out. There you go. Allow. Goodbye. There we go. Let's have a look at that again. Goodbye. Yeah. Oh, icky thump. I've bitten off more than I can bloody chew. I don't know what to do about it, because I'm an empty-headed moron. Maybe if I stand next to Mandip, I won't look that stupid. Better stay awake for that John Bishop, though. In the same way, blah, blah, blah. I will carry the doctor and the lesson. What fucking lesson? What? Like failure isn't failure. I just don't I mean, look at these two morons. I mean, I don't understand. This was before the first episode. See, this was when they thought that everybody would like it, right? And they really thought that they got it back for season 12. Now they know they're fucked, right? I mean, wouldn't it be weird if it's actually not bad? like, no one's expecting that. No, it's always going to be worse than you expect, right? That's always the way. It's always worse than you're going to expect. Again, last example of it, the sodding Comic-Con panel. Special guest, and it's Mr. Nobody. And like, really? That's just weird. Hey, where were they? She'll take the lessons she learned with her forever, that she hasn't learned any bloody lessons. Chibnall, who appointed the actress to replace Peter Capaldi in the role, has been in charge of the BBC One since 2017. How's it done? How's it done since then? Chibby's baby. How's it done? What's that? Oh, it's maintained its momentum. You think in a harsh TV landscape? Well, what's that? Especially with threats like Netflix and what's that? Netflix. Oh yeah, Netflix just lost 500,000 people, and they're still kicking your ass, right? Yeah, Netflix lost 500,000 out of like I don't know how many billion they have, like 27 billion, I think, whatever it is. You lost 1 million out of 27 million. That's the not good math, mate. Not good math. Doctor Who is not coming back. Doctor Who was going to be used as a political pawn, I believe, to say, look how they're starving the BBC. You want to end the BBC? This is what it means. We're going to take out Doctor Who, right? And they're going to expect their crazies on Twitter to go crazy. But here's the thing. No one gives a shit about their... I mean, they all do. Right, the media does. They do. They all think nobody really real gives a shit about. I mean, I guess what politicians do. Okay, but are they real? No. Okay, nobody who you wouldn't mind being flushed away into space forever gives a shit about Twitter. Right? There you go. I mean, like they might give a shit, but if Twitter was suddenly flushed away into space, like. Anybody who's not like, oh, thank fuck for that, right? Anybody who's not like that, they instead should be flushed into space. Okay, there you go. That's what I meant. In 2017, I opened my glorious gift box of size 13 shoes. Whitaker said, "What? Okay, wait. Then 2017, it has not yet been announced who will take over from Whitaker in the leading role. Nobody fucking will. Nobody's taking over." The reason it hasn't been announced is it's more important that nobody's announced who's taking over from Chibnall. That's the much bigger deal, right? And it's a choice of both the BBC and BBC Studios. So, no, there's nobody's taking over. This is my guess, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. It's not been out who's taking over from Whitaker in the leading role. In 2017, I won my glorious gift box of size 13 shoes, Whitaker said in a statement. Really? I mean, like, how girly? I mean, like, I don't get, that made me want to put a finger up my ass. That's how girly it was, right? That's how much of my feminine side it brought out. Whitaker said in a statement, "I could not have guessed the brilliant adventures, worlds and wonders I was to see in them." You might have guessed them, darling. We've never seen them. I mean, the Dalek spaceship weren't bad in Revolution of the Dalek. Fucking idiot! Oh, she's such a fucking idiot! Oh man, do you just find waves of emotion? And it's post-traumatic stress. It's like, I mean, like, do what you want, baby. I don't give a shit, right? I don't give a shit. I am quite optimistic that this era of Doctor Who won't continue in any way. That would totally both delegitimize Doctor Who and also the crazes who have been so attached to this version. She could do, my heart is so full of love for the show that I took a shit on it every opportunity and watched it die. darling, we don't need your love, baby. Your love don't pay the bills. That's for damn sure. Give me money, baby. That's what I want. For the team who make it, and for the fans who watch it, and for what it has brought to my life. Yeah. What about what it's taken out of our lives? My God, if some Doctor Who villain could harvest the anguish that you have caused all of us, right, and then make it into some kind of super weapon, they could level Sidis, baby. Look for it, and we still go brought into my life. And I cannot thank Chris enough for entrusting me in these incredible stories. They were shit stories. Incredible stories. They were shit stories. That's the one thing virtually all the fandom agrees on. They were shit. We knew that we wanted to ride this wave side by side and pass on the baton together. So here we are, weeks away from wrapping the best job I have ever had. It's the worst one I ever had. My God. It might be the best job you've ever had. It's the worst job. Is the worst job I've ever seen done? I don't know. Let me think. It's worse than Michael Burnham in Star Trek, certainly, because that's what that's what she was supposed to be, right? I mean, this is what the 13th Doctor was about. There was no like degrading of the character. I mean, I guess they dragged down Spock and everybody with her, but it just made it so it broke canon. Forget it. It's not. It's in its own universe. Anyway, I still think she's worse than Mikey Spock. Yeah. It's one of the worst. Listen, I have to tell you, this official who strangely announced he's moving on a couple of weeks ago, he may have also done the worst job ever. I really don't know. I really do not know. But it's between those two. I can't. Who's done? I mean, Kurtzman. Who's worse, Kurtzman or Chibnall? That's a tough one, isn't it? That is a tough one. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Who's worse, Kurtzman or Chibnall? Damn. I'm going to say Chibnall because Star Trek wasn't in the greatest shape before Kurtzman got it. It's a lot worse now. But Doctor Who was in its top of its game, right? Doctor Who was absolutely at the top of its game. If Chibnall had if Kurtzman had taken over like right after Star Trek 4, for example, Star Trek Next Gen, Best of Both Worlds, or something like that, that would be compared. Well, absolutely at the top of its game, right? And I go, yeah, straight away. What was he saying? I cannot thank Chris enough for trusting me with the incredible stories. They were shit. We knew we wanted to ride this wave side by side and pass the baton together. So here we are, weeks away from the best job I've ever had. I don't think I'll ever be able to express what this role has given me. God, leave me alone. I will carry the Doctor and lessons I've learned forever. Oh, it is joke like. I know change can be scary. No, you leaving isn't scary, right? That's not. We're all cool, baby. Whatever happens, I'm not scared. I am not scared. I know change can be scary, and none of us know what's out there. That's why we keep looking. Ooh, travel. Hopefully, the universe will surprise you constantly. What meaningless word salad? That is this Doctor to a T. That's like it was written by software. I know change can be scary. No, it's not. And none of us know what's out there. We know you're leaving, and we're kind of happy about that. Right? Like, none of us know what's out there yet. No, we know you're fucking off, right? We know you're leaving us alone. and you'll never come back. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see Big Finish try and do a 13th Doctor audio. Fuck off. That's it. Hilarious, right? They better sell replacement boxes for the Blu-rays. I'll show you my versions in a minute, but they better sell those. If not, you can just download mine. But they should just give them for free if they like ditching that stupid logo, which they insist on being put on every freaking thing. I am so the only places I have them still are on the spines of a couple of books, and it's just not like. I just haven't been worth the effort to print it out on right color type of paper and stick it over. Although I have thought about it, I probably will do that now because it's gone forever. No, it's never coming back. Right? No one's ever gonna miss this era. It is over, baby. So yeah, I know it's gonna be scary. Maybe for you because you probably don't have another job. And none of us know what's out there. I don't have another job. I think that's what it's saying. That's why we constantly keep looking. Well, most of us don't have time to explore the outer universe, darling. Travel hopefully. Oh, because I got the word hopeful from my thesaurus of how to be a dick. And the universe will surprise you constantly. Oh. God, she's so hopeful. All right, she's talking, babbling nonsense. That is this doctor. Oh my God. God, all the other doctors are like, thank fuck for that. That was bad. I mean, she was really the worst in the Valleyard. From the doctor's point of view. Way worse. But it was just evil. This is a doofus. For her final series, Whittaker will once again be joined by Mandip Gill, and I think they're going to be joined at the hip, mainly by scissoring, right? And comedian John Bishop, who will play a new character named Dan. You see, that's as exciting as this season of Doctor Who gets. Dan. The 13th Doctor, the first episode, episode in October 2018 was watched by 11.5 million. Really? How's it going? How much they're getting now? How much was the last episode, in the last season? It was what, it probably has increased, hasn't it? It's probably about 12, 13 million by now. Maybe 14? How's it going? Oh, it went down? Oh, is it 11 million? Is it less than 11? Is it 8? Really? Well, that's embarrassing. Is it 7.5? It's not less than 3.8. Get the fuck out. What? It went from 11.5. It lost 75%. Yeah. That's not called successful. That's what we call unsuccessful. It's fascinating how that works. It's called an inverse balance of success. Oh my God! The 30th Doctor first ever drew the biggest audience for a decade. Fuck off. Grasping at straws to find the only metric. It was also our biggest show of that week. It was a bit because you constantly banged on about it, and it was 2018. It wasn't 2021. If you did that shit now, nobody would be interested. Yeah, that marketing ploy is gone. But the show's rating have dropped in recent years, Whittaker's last episode broadcast in January attached to a consolidated of 6.3. You cunts. What? You're saying you're bringing out your anniversary episode where everyone was locked inside their fucking houses. Consolidated. What were the overnights like then? What the overnight? Oh, and they weren't bad. They were 4.2. The overnights weren't bad at all. But what's that smell? Oh, that's bullshit. Oh boy, they could throw. Oh, that's the real Daleks, not the old Daleks. It may have praised. Well, many have praised discussing. Some fans have criticized the show's recent narrative direction. The Telegraph described previously as flat, worthy, and woke. Despite Whittaker's talent as an actress, some reported viewers were left furious by the unbearable political correctness and also the shitness of Whittaker. I mean, you can't. I understand we want to just blame Chibnall, but in all truth, it's the shitness of Whittaker. I mean, Whittaker is, again, this is the dark mirror of Jane Tranter and Russell T Davies, right? It really is. It's like the exact inverse of that. It's a perfect storm of suck. One of the long-running drama's unique features has been regeneration, where the Doctor completely changes physical appearance, allowing them to recast the lead every few years. That is correct. Chibnall is currently writing and producing the next series of Doctor Who, which will air later this year. It'll be followed by 3 specials. The first of which will be a broadcast. You say, we got it. That's interesting. So now we have a date for that first one. Later in spring, so Easter episode, and then with Whittaker's final feature-length episode, where the 13th Doctor will regenerate, will transmit in autumn 2022 a part of the centenary celebration. They are going to get the piss ripped out of them by then. I don't think there's going to be a BBC by then. I don't. I really don't. I think they're screwed, mate. Do you think they make it to then? With the okay, the only reason it's only been 1 million people so far is because it hasn't caught on. I bet it's catching on. They're going to be lucky if they don't lose 1 million a month. Oh, that'll be great. That'll be fantastic. And they so deserve it. They so speculation announced Whittaker's replacement, who might be as the Doctor approaches the 6th anniversary in 2023. Oh, they probably will do something for that. But I reckon it'll be if they get David Tennant. They want David Tennant to do one. Doesn't sound like Capaldi's interested. We're going to be talking about that soon. As well as introducing Whittaker as the first female Doctor, Chibnall also brought in Tosin Cole as Ryan. He's a black person, and it was on telly and everything. I know, it's incredible. Mandip Gill, she's a lady, and she's not a white one. I know. On television, yes. I mean, this is how they think. She's on television, and she's not a white lady. I know. I don't know what freaking universe does Chibnall live in? A lady on television who's not white. Border dash. We gotta redress that balance. I mean, what do you like? What universe you in? And Bradley Walsh, because we got to have somebody who the human beings can connect with. Ever such as Rosa, Demons and Puncture Spider with thrilled audiences. Listen. If there's one person in the audience and they were thrilled by it, it's a technically correct statement. Although it's amazing, really. There are normative fans of here, like that guy Dom. Dom, he's working for Big Finish now. He strikes me as a normal guy, and he strikes me as someone who doesn't hate this era. And I don't understand how you put the two together. Right? It seems like an impossible piece of math to me. But that's just what it is, okay? Was it Roman Demons trying to despite also netted BAFTA 2 BAFTA must-see moment nominations. Nominations for a non-existent award, along with multiple National Television Award, BAFTA Human TV Choice and Critic Choice nominations. A lot of nominations because you got to nominate it because it's Stunning and Brave. Did it win much? What's this record like on winning? Oh, really? Oh, well. In 2020, Whittaker was voted the second most popular Doctor of all time in a poll of 50,000 fans of the Radio Times, losing out to David Tennant. Oh, such bullshit. It was probably about, I would say 17,000 fans, and 47 of them might have been Jodie fans. Okay, there you go. That's probably how it worked. Chibnall said Jodie and I had made a 3 series and out pact with each other at the start of the once in a lifetime blast. So now our shift is done and we're handing back the TARDIS keys. Not quite in the same shape you left it though, is it, mate? Is it? I don't think so. Jodie's magnificent. I got it, Doctor. Has exceeded all our high expectations. Well, she has exceeded my expectations, and I agree. You would need to be high for them to be for them to exceed in a positive way. She exceeded my expectations of suck. I mean, she's been so much. I mean, so much worse than I ever considered she possibly could be. And she is. She's like a wrecking ball of suck that goes through the screen. She's just absolutely awful. She's been a gold standard leading actor. No, she hasn't. She's been shit. I mean, look, let's just call things what they are. She's been shit. I mean, come on. I mean, I wouldn't say that about Rey from Star Wars, what her name was. I mean, she was a bit of a boring character. And she's a bit boring actress as well. She's not attractive in the slightest. I mean, not to me, anyway. Nothing really very good. But I wouldn't say that she was like a shitty actress doing a shitty job. She did a decent job, right? Not way to go, did a terrible job. Shouldering responsibility of being the first female doctor. How's that responsibility? And if you did shoulder that responsibility, how do you think you did? I didn't break it, she said after the first episode. Really? Say it after your 20th episode. You can still say, I didn't break it. Yeah, no, you broke it. Yeah, you totally broke it. You and Chibnall. Again, Chibnall wrote garbage, but you're a terrible actress. I mean, that's not... I mean, you can play mothers, housewives, that sort of thing. But, yeah, forget it. You can't do something like this. Showing won't be the first female doctor with style, strength, warmth, generosity, and humor, but little talent, right? Little talent. Yeah, I did. She captured the news, the public imagination. That is true. Not in a good way, but that is true. And continues to inspire abortion. Oh, adoration. Let's go with abortion. Abortion around the world. As well as from everyone on the production. Yes, they all wish they were aborted, then had saw you as a doctor. I can't imagine working with a more inspiring. So I'm not going to. So what is it? Somebody sent me. Where is it? I'll find the picture. It's a picture. I'll find the picture. Not sure what it's from, but it's Chibnall saying who's deciding who's the next showrunner is. You got to find the picture. Man, a lot of people send me stuff. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my phone's going crazy. Is this it? No, people just send me. No. Who was this? It was. Oh, I think it was this. Okay. Oh, here we go. You've always got to be careful not to dox people. This YouTubing kids, YouTubing rules. Be careful not to dox your friends. That's always good. Okay, I'm just trying to save the image. Come on, let's save image as. We'll do that. We'll save image as, and we'll save it to. We'll save it here. 1 second. Oh, no, it did save there. Fine. 1 second. Let me just share it from here. Oh, it just came right back up. There you go. I did dox everybody. I wish our successors, whoever the BBC and BBC Studios choose, as much fun. It says here, whoever the BBC and BBC Studios choose, as much fun as we had. They're in for a treat. Yay! Okay. That's, so they're saying they don't know who it is, right? It's not even like things are going on in the background. They're saying they generally don't know who it is, which is somewhat crazy. It's somewhat crazy. So I don't think there is anyone, right? I really don't think that there is anyone. Yeah, I think it's over, mate. I think it's over. Which again, I think makes what Capaldi was doing make more sense now. Here, let me find the Capaldi stuff. We also got to talk about Master Universe Revelation. I have an interesting take on that. There we go. So let's start over here. Actually, Big Finish did share it. No, this is here. Let's do it this way. We'll go to the Twit Twats. Go to the Twit Twats. There you go. That's where you find it. I just think this is going to make everything better. I really do. I really, really do. What am I looking for? Big Finish. There you go. So I need to go back to the chat for a second. There we go. Find there. I haven't looked at the chat for like half hour just to see who's here, right? That would make sense. George Falloon is here. How are you, sir? Twitter is a bad place. That is correct. We all agree. Rabbi, you're protesting this rather too much. Are you the next Doctor? No. God, no. I'll be the showrunner. I will certainly not be. Who would I? If I was to go and cast the Doctor, it will be Luke Treadway. Or Harry Treadway. Whoever the one was from the Picard series. I would have just dashing, fun adventures, right? I'll have Doctor Who, basically. You know, I'll totally have Gareth Roberts write it. I might bring a K9 or something in. Speaking of which, I got an interesting review coming this week. Let me share the tabs. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. Where is it? Go over here. Yeah, Thursday's a day when I make a bunch of stuff. Because I got to make stuff to cover Sabbath. So here we go. Right, let me open up these windows. These pictures. Here they come. I think. Fine. While they're opening up, let's see if there's anybody on the DC. DC. Hello, Amazon Lucia. You there? Fine. There we go. We'll go to. That went back. Hang on one second. I'm gonna do that. I go stop screen. I got to do. Oh, man. Remove from studio. Fine. Now I got to do share screen. And we do. There you go. By the way, this thumb. Nick of time, really, nick of time. So this was the second version of it. I should show you the original version. Where is this? Where's the original version? Here, I got these two here. Let's put this over here. Yeah, this thumb was epic, right? I was like, so somebody on in the comments suggested, they said, Chips. I'm like, why have I not thought of that, right? So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm thought everyone will just love my epic squid, Tony. Icky thump. This time he really will be the bestest ever. Ding dong, the witch and the moron are gone. Is cancellation next? Yes. Capaldi goes Hollywood. We're looking at that in a minute. Seemingly dumps on modern Doctor Who and Big Finish. Master of the Universe. Why I quite liked it. There's quite a few reasons I quite liked it. I did quite like it, surprisingly enough. So here's the original version. How's it? Chips and Whittaker, Road to Oblivion. Well, it's good actually because I'm using something similar in tomorrow's one of tomorrow's video. Got this coming up. I got to record it tomorrow. My review of A Cold Day in Hell. I'm going through all the best of the comics. This is the worst of the best, though. I have to tell you. This is one where they like lost direction and found their feet, kind of in the next volume. Saturday, come and join us on Saturday. We always have a fun Comicsgate show or indie comic show. With the salacious cosplay. This is a very, very beautiful girl. With I'm really thinking of doing a review, buying this and doing a review of it. I'm not starving. It sounds awful. It's like it's one of these angry, ugly-looking people who make themselves look ugly from their point of view, and amazing. It seems from their point of view, they're assholes, right? So it seems like these Twitter weirdos. They are. So I'm kind of think I should read this. Ew, Mummy's so cis-normative. It's gross. I bet she reads Comicsgate. So yeah, that's Saturday night. So yeah, this is also dropping on Saturday. So I really recommend this. Season 12. It is a Doctor Who book. I am halfway through it right now. Each chapter is kind of an episode. It's completely unauthorized. It basically you can start reading it right, and it from after the Jodie era, and it neatly deletes it in a way that really works, right? So I've really enjoyed it so far. Some been really good world building. I think it could use an editor to say no sometimes and be on top of him. There's some like creative decisions that I wasn't totally on board for. It's a little fan wanky, but it does work. Like, for example, it's the 12th Doctor, sort of, basically the 12th Doctor, and a version of Romana, and it does work. It really, his characterizations are spot on. Like, it always feels like it's Capaldi, right? He's very, very good at generating the Capaldi feeling. So yeah, this is coming, I think, Saturday. And also the Romana feels like a new version of Romana. There's the first Doctor in it that also works. K9's in it. And it's a bit fan wanky, but it does work, right? It's really interesting. So Friday will be my 2000 AD review. I haven't read it yet, but great cover. Looks like a better issue than normal. My Master of the Universe review. I found this lovely cover. Sergio Aragon's. I love it. If you ever read Gru, it's awesome. Amazing, despite all the painful 2021 cliches. I quite like it. Let me tell you why. Basically, yeah, the whole Tila being a cunt and like every lesbian like liberal progressive lesbian executive at Netflix dictate to the character. She's not the entirety of the show. I see it much more as an ensemble piece, and it needed the He-Man to link everybody together. And that's essentially what you have in it's 5 episodes. You have He-Man in the first episode and last episode, but he does, and I do agree, casts a long shadow over the other 3 episodes as well, right? They kill him off at the end of the first episode. First episode, again, other than they have this one scene where Man-at-Arms just like gushes over Tila. I mean, literally rubs his pussy until he squirts in her face, right? That's how bad it is. It's like crazily and she's becoming like the new Man of Arms. But it's good. It moves forward the whole like eternity thing. And I wasn't a big He-Man fan. I was a little bit too old for it, but I still watched it. I mean, it was like I was in the ballpark. And the characters all seemed both authentic and real. Tila, again, the whole Tila thing was really nice. So anyway, he's killed off in the first episode, and they do have a great bit in the first episode where Skeletor gets this sword of Grayskull and says, "I have the power!" It becomes super powered. Is that the first episode? Yeah, I think it's the first. Yeah, because that's what he has to do to stop him, I think. Yeah, but it was He-Man sacrificed himself nobly. Second episode, they're all in shock after him being dead, and it's like the post-apocalyptic world, and that's basically what it is. It's a post-apocalyptic world of Eternia where magic is lost now and dying out, and you see, so everyone's like in this like awful future, and you're starting to see like the enemies and the good guys come together. They do really interesting stuff, like the Triclops guy. I remember that figure is and Beastman or one of them is they have this like techno cult because magic's going away. So yeah, Grayskull's become like very techno-ish, techno, and that's cool. What else they have in there? Anyway, so then they got to find out. They go on a quest to hell to get this thing. They team up together, and then they go find Mana up there. Next episode, yeah, they find they have to go to get this thing, and they finally got to go on a quest to hell. And Tila is just a cunt as always to everybody, always. Right, that's her character. She's just an annoying cunt to everybody. But everything else is good, right? And everything else is really good. And I don't think she's the focus, right? So in the fourth episode, they go to hell, and there's a massive sacrifice at the end, and then they make it into heaven, and then there's He-Man, right? So He-Man's back in the last episode. And is it last episode where the last episode where Skeletor has the things that I have the power, right? That's the cliffhanger, right? Which is it's all, and it doesn't. None of this matters. It's just Master of the Universe, right? But I think it's good. So anyway, so tomorrow we do a deep dive into Chib's master plan, of trying to work out what is it they're doing. We're going to be reading the article from Screen Rant. I mean, I did the thumbnail before the glorious news dropped, so but I still think it works. I do like it. So yeah, we got all that stuff coming up. Let's have a look, see what I got here. And remove. There we go. It's oh yeah, so we're looking at the Capaldi stuff, right? The Capaldi stuff is interesting. Oh, right, so it's over here. Oh, they've got something new here. Yeah, we share the window so we can find this thing. Share screen. Big Finish. Allow. So what's this? The Adventures Never End, full cast audio drama from Big Finish. Open the box. So what is this? This is full cast audio drama from bigfinish.com. Immersive audio adventures anywhere. Well, what's this? Sounds like a streaming service. There's a lot of news dropping tonight. Let's see what this is. What? This is no news. Look at news. Polymer products out. This is nothing. Okay. I mean, we can talk about the Third Doctor. I'm still not buying this, right? They nearly had me. They nearly had me, and I'm like, nope. Oh, we should listen to this soon. Yeah, we'll do that. I like Better Time Machine. Well, this is crazy. Peter Davison was leaving Doctor Who, but would his replacement be a crotchety old man or a lady? He and Johnny said, "Oh, let's listen to this."
That's been announced. I will have done.
This really fits today, doesn't it? We turn the sound up. Okay, here we go.
Even now from a Doctor Who rehearsal.
That's right.
Why have you decided to leave the part after such a short time?
Well, it's not really a short time. I gave myself 3 years. And
yeah, see if I can make it bigger. One second.
From a Doctor Who rehearsal.
That's right.
Why have you decided to leave the part after such a short time?
Well, it's not really a short time. I gave myself 3 years, and I will have done 3 years. It's always difficult with Doctor Who because although it's been announced I'm leaving now, I'm still making a series, and we'll continue to make it until about Christmas. And so I'm really the Doctor until, I guess, around March.
But did you feel that you were getting a little bit stuck in a rut? There is this danger that you become so much known as Doctor Who to so many youngsters that there's a fear that you may never get any other kind of part, perhaps.
There is that danger. It wasn't really so much that. It's just that I do think...
Gee, she's a bit of a downer, isn't she? Well, are you scared you'll never be able to work again, Peter? Are you scared? Does it worry you? Is that one of your secret fears at night, that you're never going to be employed again? Just on national TV, tell us.
I think it's easier to carry on than to be strong about it and say I must move on to pastures new, and I really feel that I want to do that now.
Well, John, you've now got the job, John Nathan Turner, the producer, of finding a new Doctor Who, and there's been lots of speculation about what...
Like Colin Baker is essentially a fictionalized version of John Nathan Turner, isn't he? And his costume, his hair, basically it's John Nathan Turner.
What kind of person that's going to be? Give us some hints.
Well, I think I'm looking for someone who's older than Peter, perhaps a little more eccentric and even a little bad-tempered.
Someone a bit crotchety.
Yes.
I remember some of the early Doctor Who's used to get a bit cross with
Yes,
their
particularly William Hartnell, the very first Doctor.
So you're really going back to the early Doctor Who's?
Mm-hmm.
The early sort of...
See, back then, this is when he was still riding on a high, when he was still beloved. And then he came in as the savior. And they really loved the much more serious tone of the Gary Williams. There's fandom. He was really gave it a new look, gave it new vitality. And he really did. He really did. And recast, and it's Peter Davison. And it was very contemporary, which is probably why it feels so dated. It feels more dated than the 70s ones to me, right? But he really gave it this new vitality. It was all going to go. He should have left at the same time, right? It was all about to go pear-shaped. Not Colin Baker shaped. That's it, baby.
Thing. What about all the stories in the papers that you're looking for a lady Doctor Who? Let's have the truth on
Well,
television.
it is feasible that the Doctor could regenerate into a woman, but it's not something I'm considering too seriously.
But you can't rule it out.
No.
And if you did cast a lady, what kind of lady would she be?
Well, I don't think it would be a very glamorous lady. It would have to be a kind of middle-aged, crotchety, bad-tempered type. I think the role of the companion really has covered the kind of glamour plus aspect.
It would be rather difficult to imagine what kind of companion a lady Doctor Who would have. Would she have a glamorous young man?
Maybe even two.
You can't rule.
See, I'm trying to turn my camera on. I was just eating an apple and starving. Maybe two. Oh, yeah. Maybe 4 shit ones. Or 3 shit ones. Yeah, maybe that's what a lady Doctor needs. She needs many companions to cover how shit she is, but we'll make all her companions also be shit. But we'll make one. We're going to make it one who kind of like acts like a human being, right? Who people can relate to. Okay.
But Peter, we've talked a lot about an older person playing the Doctor, and certainly the early Doctors were all played by older chaps. Do you think, looking back, perhaps you were too young for the part?
She is just a cunt. Are you ever working though? Do you think you were shit? Do you think you were shit because you're too little? Yeah, do you think so? Because you don't look very manly to me. Let's hear what you have to say.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't. John can confirm this. I don't think that's the reason he's looking for an older person. I think it's simply that to go any younger would cause a big problem with regard to the companions that you get. I don't think I was too young. It has really gained in popularity over the past 2 years. It was moved to a weekday slot. And
hey, listen, darling, I've done okay. Okay, look, I've done okay. Fuck you, lady, is what he's saying.
Really, it's sort of taking off all over the world now. It's a pretty big program.
So you don't think that it was a bit of a mistake to have a young chap doing it?
What the hell? What is up with this cunt lady? You don't think your resistance is a little bit embarrassing? You don't? It's a little bit, just a little. You don't think you're, a bit inadequate, right? A little bit sexually inadequate. You don't think you are? Because I do. Here, let's hear what you have to say.
Well, it's not for me to say, but no. It's gone down very, very well, and I wouldn't be leaving really if I felt that it hadn't gone very well.
Yes.
I probably would have stayed until I was satisfied with it, until I got old enough. I don't know. But I think it has been successful. So.
John, very briefly, when are we going to get our first glimpse on the series of the new Doc?
Okay, John, now you got rid of the little boy. Are we getting a real man? You said he's getting grown up. Where are we going to see him? Is he going to be in a shower? Is he going to be wearing like tight trousers? Is that still going to happen? I think it still needs to happen, John. And his expression is pretty much like, what?
Mid-March.
Mid-March. I gather for Doctor Who Freaks is a big special.
Yes, there's a 90-minute special.
Doctor Who Freaks. I like this woman is the cunt of cunts of the world. I understand for Doctor Who Freaks. What the hell? Okay, Peter. Okay, I despise you. Okay, good. Just sit there while I talk to your boss. Actually, terrible.
To be transmitted in November, called The Five Doctors, where we have all the actors who've played the Doctor.
Well, that sounds smashing, doesn't it, Sue?
Well, that was a long time. This was in. He was a good year and a half away from leaving the role. 5 Doctors was in season 20. He had all of season 21 to make.
20th birthday. Peter mentioned past is new. What past is new are you hoping for?
Do you think you'll ever work again, Peter? Do you? Because we don't. We're worried about you. Do you know how to sweep streets? Because that's what you might have to do now. Because we think you're too young to play Doctor Who and you were shit. And it was all bad. So what do you think you can do next? If anything.
Well, as I say, I finished work at Christmas and I've absolutely nothing planned yet.
We're not surprised, Peter. We're not surprised. We don't think you're worth it. These are the worst people in the world, these interviewers.
Don't worry me yet. I won't start worrying me until at least tomorrow morning.
Does it worry you that you might not be able to leave the Doctor Who part behind?
What the fuck? Another one? Are you not worried? Are you scared? Are you scared, Peter? Because I think it might be over for you, mate. I think so. Are you scared? What the hell?
They follow you around for a while.
They do, but Tristan from All Creatures still follows me around, and I don't think it's a thing that you.
Yeah, every day he's like, poof, poof. Basically, he keeps like, "Fuck off, cunt." Really? Oh.
In the event worry about. I hope it won't. I don't think it will.
Wish you luck. Thank you.
Wish you luck. Gonna need it. That was outrageous. That was outrageous. Is this a trailer for this? So not buying this. I'm excited not to buy this. Quite frankly, I'm like, yes, this is the first one where I got no regret whatsoever, like none whatsoever. It's like, yeah, you put the Daleks on to make us buy it. In one episode, you got your shit characters again, you got the shit writers. Leave us alone. What's this? River Song Volume 3, that's on sale. Yeah, these covers are nice. Let's look at them. Finally, Dalek Universe has some fucking Daleks in it. Finally. Oh my God. There. That's what we wanted. See that? You know what that is? It's called a Dalek. Thank you. That's maybe why you call them Dalek Universe. Oh. See, this is good enough. I see a Dalek disc. I see a Movellan River song, and obviously it's a black person because they're good people. They have to tell me what good people are. Great cover design. Great cover. And like the black Movellans, like, yes, we get it. Black people are people too. Yes, we get it. And also, I like the Countermeasures Movella one they did. That Movella was freaking awesome. Yeah, let me find that for you. Collections, audiobooks, Countermeasures. Worlds of Doctor Countermeasures. It was one of the more recent ones. Yeah, this guy. He was awesome as a Movellan. Whoever he is. What's his name? Let's look at the cast. Is it Cyril Nri? I think it's Cyril Nri. Let's have a look. Yeah. He is so awesome as a Movellan, right? That was a good Movellan. Fine, well, where's that thing I was looking for? How long is this? I'm like, maybe I'll listen to a clip of it. Oh, I got too much to listen to. Leave me alone. Very happy birthday to Diane Keane here today with the cast of Diane Keane. I don't even know who she is. But hey, look at that. This is just a really nice piece. Love it. This is really good. Yeah, this is lovely work. Yeah, with the shitty logo on it. Again, all they got to do is call it Space Security Service. The Triumph of Davros. All right. Yeah, they got the shitty logo on. I haven't even put those into my iTunes yet because I've been not happy with it. Look, if the finale is Dalek Pack, which it's like, looks like they're trying to sell it as. But where's that thing? Where's this clip I'm looking for? 8th of March. Piss off. Didn't see volume 3 of that. Tell you, yeah, when that good economy went away. Yeah, here we go. A bit of Capaldi action. Yeah, is this the one telling him that? This is him telling Big Finish to screw off.
Right, actually. Do you like it? I do. Hello, caller. Unemployed at the moment. You'd be a good DJ. I'd like to be a DJ. I think that'd be fun.
Have you done radio ever?
No. Well, radio plays.
Okay, yeah.
But I find them quite dreary.
Right.
What to do, or just the content?
Is it all the
I
sound
think they're very good to listen to, but they're always in the basement of the BBC with like pipes and stuff like that. There's no windows, and everyone's saying, "Darling, it's the most visual of mediums," they say, because the audience has to conjure it all.
Of course. Yeah.
But it's absolutely a glamour-free zone.
You are right. I went.
Right, actually.
Yeah, he sounds like he likes the glamour, right? He sounds like he's really enjoying the glamour. Which is good for him, but like he's really dumping on Doctor Who. Like I don't know. It's just disappointing for me because I really liked I like Capaldi, right? And I'd love to hear. I'd love more Doctor Who. I'd like more Capaldi Doctor Who, right? it's sad that he sounds not interested in the slightest in doing it. You know, it's like it was interesting that Big Finish posted that though. I think it's clever of them to get out in front of it, right? It was clever of them. Peter Capaldi, Doctor Who failed to be scary because it was cheap. What's going on with this? Right? What is happening with this? This is a bit weird. Peter Capaldi has said the special effects in Doctor Who are too cheap to be scary. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I don't know what, like, I found them scary in your era. I thought listen, I'm one of the few people who like the Monk trilogy. Right? It's like, I'm like one of the, very, very few people in the world. So, one second. I'm just getting production notes. Okay, fine. Okay, could you tell them I've already sent those people the links via Twitter. It's right there for them in the inbox. And also sent one of them by Twitter and Facebook. So if you're there in the chat, let me have a look. Oh, there you go. Yes, Pro Ming, I do still want you to come on. The links in the chat. Also, Noel, come. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day, baby. Yeah, until you come on, I'll keep reading this article. 63-year-old actor who played 12th incarnation of Doctor Who contrasted the BBC show production values to the new Hollywood movie Suicide Squad, in which he stars as Superman the Thinker. This is a breakout role for him. I really think he's going to be huge at this. Capaldi told Digital Spy, with Doctor Who, we really don't have enough. Everything on Doctor Who falls to pieces, all the props. Oh, it's not saying that then. All the props fall to pieces, all the costumes have to be stuck together with duct tape and Velcro and stuff. With Suicide Squad, everybody looked as good in real life as they did in the movies. They weren't held together by safety pins. No, that's not him saying that. Here, one sec. Who's there? Oh, hey, we got two in.
Hey,
how you doing?
very well. Happy
Alpha.
day.
Hello.
Oh, happy day. I don't remember sending you the link, but I'm glad you're here. I guess.
By magic, by osmosis.
Okay, thanks for joining. So, any news going down that you'd like to talk about? Anything happening?
Lee?
Well, I mean, some small news I heard on the grapevine that Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall have left or are leaving.
Oh, it's actually more than that. So I've been on my stream for the last hour and a half, so I haven't know what's going down. But I've noted that they're not naming who they're handing the show over to, which is not how they did it with Russell T Davies to Moffat or Moffat to Chibnall. They always ended their reign by saying, "I'm excited to hand over to," right?
But then they said they're handing it to the next generation or something like that.
It said whoever they. Here, I'll pull up the quote.
Yeah,
it's whoever BBC studios chooses will have the time of their life. So
like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic.
No, I think it's going to be cancelled.
Yeah, I'm happy either way. Personally, I prefer it to go on hiatus because I think there needs to be a breathing gap between this car crash.
Absolutely. Here, I'll share the screen. Oh, here it is. I wish our successors, whoever the BBC and BBC studios choose, as much fun as we've had. They're in for a treat.
They're in for a lot of hard work. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, but they're saying they
doesn't know. Yeah, that's interesting.
And also, why didn't they talk about this on the panel?
Well, I think that would have been recorded a month or so ago anyway. So
yeah, but they must have known. Did he get Is this a night along knives? Was he forced out quickly without anybody realizing?
Possibly. I think as well. Maybe they just didn't want to have Jodie breaking down in tears on camera, probably.
Right. I mean, they might have tried to film it.
Yeah, that would have been gold. I mean, not that I like to see someone in distress, but I mean, It would have been certainly newsworthy, wouldn't it? It certainly would have brought some eyes onto the Doctor Who, which is more than their trailer, which I think had 300,000 views compared to the 1 point whatever it was million views previously, and the 2 times.
Was it half the amount of views that the last series?
Less than half,
right?
By a margin, by about 200,000 margin. The series of trailer, the trailer for Series 11 was 2 point something million. The second one was 1 point something million, and the current one was 300,000.
They are hemorrhaging. Here, let me share this thing with you guys. This quote from Capaldi.
And James writes a script brilliantly. Can you hear me okay, Cameron?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And what you do with James is you shoot all the lines, and then he lets you, he'd say to me, okay, just make some stuff up. So it was quite nice to be allowed to make some of that stuff up again. It's always a bit scary though, but that's what he wanted. So I just let Malcolm out again.
FD bye.
He became a supervillain.
Excellent. Oh, bless him.
He's going to steal the show in this movie.
Oh yeah, he's going to chew up the scenery.
This is a breakout movie for him.
Yeah, I wish him all the best. I'm so happy for him. I really hope this film is a success. I really hope he steals it. Absolutely.
Oh, I think he is. Like all the buzzers he's got to. Did you hear him say this about big?
Yes. Oh my god, that was so funny. Well, I don't think he was saying about BBC Big Finish. It was about the BBC radio dramas, wasn't it? But I think it amounts to the same sort of.
Hello, Paula. You'd be employed at the moment. You'd be a good DJ. I'd like to be a DJ. I think that'd be fun.
Have you done radio ever?
No. Well, radio plays.
Okay, yeah.
But I find them quite dreary.
Right.
Ouch. They're very good to listen to, but they're always...
Yeah, no, listen, he's in Hollywood now, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in Hollywood, and he likes being in Hollywood. He was like comparing Suicide Squad to Doctor Who and said, "Yeah, no, we had bits that had to be stuck together by duct tape and stuff." Here, I went on this Suicide Squad, everyone was like proper, right? Everyone's really dressed like you see them on screen. It's nothing's all fake. Yeah, let's finish this clip. Oh, and then we got to listen to the. Finally, they have a Big Finish spin-off, a Blake Seven spin-off, which I think sounds exciting. What's it called? The Clone Masters.
All right. So is this Avalon or not Avalon?
No, thank God. Nothing to do with that.
God. Yeah, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, let me finish with another 40
the
seconds.
BBC with like pipes and stuff like that. There's no windows and everyone thing. Darling, it's the most visual of mediums, they say, because the audience has to conjure it all.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely a glamour-free zone.
You are right.
He loves the glamour.
He likes the glamour. Let me find the.
Yeah, Big Finish retweeted that, and they were like, "Oh."
They were smart to retweet it. They were to get out in front of it. Yeah, okay. 1 second. Oh, this is the one somehow with both Travises in it.
Yeah, I was thinking about how they could do that, and I'm thinking because it's actually addressed when we first see the new Travis on screen, because she says that he was Silverline says that he was set off for being not reprogrammed, but reconditioned. So I think there must be something to do with like being put into a new body or something, but he has the same disfigurements. I don't know.
Yeah, let's hear the trailer. I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, what is it? There's no one on reception because reception's been smashed to pieces.
From Big Finish Productions, the worlds of Blake Seven, the Clone Masters.
Janice Stannis. Hello, Hinton. How wonderful to see you again. You've barely changed. I'm under commission from a clone master. A clone master? Their ruler has died.
Sound the bells. The Queen of the Clone Masters is dead.
There's quite the power struggle underway on their homeworld. If I can help them ascend to the throne, the Resistance might have a powerful new friend.
Stop all this! Stop all this at once!
Travis, I don't think we would make quite so dramatic an entrance.
It's you! No! Keep back!
This is a research base that's specialized in cloning.
It's kind of, I've already pre-ordered this, but it's kind of putting me off.
Yeah. Where's Villa?
Yeah, well, he's not in this one. Yeah, let's finish listening. We've got another minute to go.
I can see the pictures are mostly from Pressure Point, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't look like a real Callie. That looks like a clone Callie.
She called you Lara. It cannot be a coincidence that there is some sort of connection to both the Clone Masters and the Aurons.
Commander Travis, I am currently with a patient.
You know who I am.
Of course I do. Travis, Space Commander Alpha 15105.
You shouldn't have come here. It's not safe.
We must make a hasty exit. Come on.
Dr. Sim!
Okay, that does it.
I believe I'd make a worthy commanding officer.
Do you really?
I'm Space Commander Travis. I am destined for great things.
What are you doing?
You have an Auron in your crew, don't you? Callie.
Why are you asking?
Because I came across an unusual Auron myself. A Lara K.
Big finish. We love stories.
Okay, they brought it back again towards the second half of the trailer. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I would have been better if you just had more of the two Travises talking to each other.
They never have any understanding of what people are buying this for, right? On their trailers, it's like if Tom Baker, so you have to wait for half a minute before you hear Tom Baker.
And it's interesting, like you've got the death of the Clone Master Queen, and as we know, she's a clone. She's a clone of the clone of a clone of a clone, isn't she? So how are they going to address?
I saw it about 6 months ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, I only watched it recently, so that's why it's fresh in my mind.
Are the Big Finish Blake's stories good in general?
Yeah, I think that I've recently finished all of the main Liberator tales, whatever they're called. Yeah.
Oh, they're good. I mean, they kind of ran out of steam towards the end.
I think one of my favorite ones, one with Villa and Avon together, and they're trying to outrun this. That was my favorite. That was so good because it reminded me of peak Blake 7. I have to say though, I think for the majority of the run, it was really, really good. Actually, very, very Blake 7.
If you buy one set, I would say get the thing called, was it Apocalypse Storm or something like that? Lucifer Storm. There's like the third one.
Lucifer. Yeah. Lucifer's the Avon story, isn't it?
I have like the first 120 Doctor Who Big Finish, but I don't have anything else. Any
Blake
other
7.
series in the Big Finish range?
Get the Blake 7. There's very few duds in there. There's a couple of stories that were just absolutely totally bad, but the rest of it's absolutely very, very good.
I do like when they brought in Michael Warner as Villa's father.
Yeah, that must have been one of the Liberator Chronicles. I mean, it's those I need to actually listen to. So I actually meant the audio dramas, not the.
Are they using the original actors?
Wait, you're talking about Restoration, that series?
Yeah, that's not. He's not in that one.
Okay, fine. No, Restoration. They had was it Crossfire and Restoration. One where the Liberator basically crashes at the end of the season.
Yeah,
it's got a great cliffhanger, and Restoration is all about like repairing it slightly.
Yeah.
And that's the last one. And the last box set, Avon isn't in it because Paul Darrow died. But they did a really good job. They did a really good job of covering
that was beautifully done. That was so. Yeah. I mean, I was actually crying because it was so like wow.
It was such a perfect
great send off.
And they tried it with Jacob and Lightfoot, and it really didn't work. Like it really, really didn't work. But here, it really it sounded natural. Sounded like it was. Yeah, it was great.
They gave the Avon character a proper send off.
Yeah, I think it was just done absolutely perfectly. It wasn't like a massive send off, but it was just like a real. I wouldn't spoil it, but it was an unexpected twist at the end. It was like, yeah, that worked, and it was just beautifully done.
Cool.
Yeah, well worth investing in.
Okay, what they should do for a sequel for a spin-off series, right? That would have everything Blake Seven has in, and you can go a new direction. Set it like 150 years later, and have like a new group of people for some reason. Like very much in that very dour Blake Seven world, but have a new group of people for some reason find a derelict liberator. Right?
Yeah, I think it needs to be another system ship, and they discover Aurak abandoned.
No, that's what I was going to say. They discover Aurak and also the like whoever's still living and looks like they're going to stay living. In cryo tubes. So you can have Stephen Pacey in it and Villa and mix it in with the new cast, and it's the intrigue of how they got there. Is it's a liberator?
Blake Seven, the next generation, basically.
Essentially, yeah, but because it really needs that like slick, a different sci-fi alien tech to really work. I think, and that's what's really one of the problems. That was one of the problems with the Avalon sets. The other problem, of course, was Avalon, who was a boring-ass character who they didn't make interesting in any way. So what was that?
Yeah, I think Avalon suffers very much from being a sort of... I mean, she wasn't that much of an interesting character in the TV show, let alone having her own spin-off.
She was a blank slate. She was a blank slate. They could have put something on her. Here, what's it? Have you seen this video? This is.
I'm just worried now that Chris Chibnall's left Doctor Who that he's going to.
Oh, he's going to Blake Seven, baby. Yeah. But at least it's not a continuation, right? At least it's not as bad as Doctor Who. Yeah. Have you seen this? You're going to love this video. 1 second. Give it a second, just opening up.
The anticipation.
So the person on the left is Joe Biden, the President of the United States. And
Jordan
on the right, the gentleman on the right is his son, Hunter Biden. You do see a flash of light soon. That's him smoking crack. Okay, crack. So fine, just so you have that all prepared. Here we go.
A piece of crack cocaine, no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand. 1/4 of $1. We passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others.
That's Joe from years ago.
If you're caught with that, you go to jail.
That's Hunter from last
for
week.
5 years. You get no probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail.
What the hell did Joe Biden do to his son to make him like this? This is what I want to know.
No, question number one is, why do you record this? You are Joe Biden's son, either the vice president or president of the United States' son.
That's the arrogance of these people, though. They can get away with it. I mean, look, how long has this been out now? Nothing's happened. I mean, that's it. You know, that proves it.
Well, this isn't normal.
Yeah, but they can get away with it. They're part of the power elite, so therefore anything they do, they can kind of get away with.
Dude, to really freak you out, I don't know if anything's happened yet. In 1 day, the moratorium on evictions will end in the US. There are apparently millions of people who haven't paid their rent for over a year because they don't have to, right? And they're predicting
not able to.
Homeless, like a crisis of millions of homeless within a month.
So they'll be crying out for government assistance.
Well, no, but that's the thing. They that's what they want to happen, right? Because at the same time, the people who own the properties, they can't afford to keep them because
so they have to sell them off.
They're selling them off. Everything's being bought up by these like hedge funds, the Blackwater, I think They're just and they're paying over market value. What's going on is it's a this is the Great Reset. This is essentially putting everybody into servitude, into indentured servitude to the government. Because the way one transfers wealth was generally, like, from lower and middle classes, is through property, right? And if you spend the money you were spending for a mortgage, you now have to pay for rent instead. You got that, and so that's there's basically everyone's becoming slaves. But there you go. How you doing there, Noah? Good day for you, mate.
You're on mute.
That's probably for the best.
He's stuffing his face.
Sorry, I'm talking to you. All I was just going to say, yeah, why wouldn't I be happy? It's a great day. She's gone. He's gone. What can I say?
There's an old Jewish joke. You remember Yasser Arafat?
Yeah,
I do. I remember him. Yes.
So Yasser Arafat, the head of the PLO. So that somebody said, Yasser Arafat had it. This is before he died. Yasser Arafat is predicted that you will die on a Jewish holiday. He says, "How do you know it'll be a Jewish holiday? Whenever you die, there's going to be a Jewish holiday." No. Just change the subject. Check out this video. It's hilarious. This is.
I've seen it.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's got a minute ago. Let me finish playing it for Lee.
Judge doesn't have a choice. Under our forfeiture statutes, the government can, take everything you own. Everything from your car to your house, your bank account, not merely what they confiscate in terms of the dollars from the
Joe
transaction
has more hair now
that you
than
just
he did
got
then.
caught
Yeah, that's
engaging
bizarre,
in.
So the second question is, let's say you record this for whatever reason. Why do you not delete it?
Arrogance. Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny. So no, do you think there will be a 14th Doctor, or do you think it's not? This is the end for a while?
What? Sorry, I'm not happy mouthful.
Sorry. Do you think that there will be another Doctor, or do you think there is going on hiatus for a while?
No, they've actually even confirmed that it's going to be done for the next generation. So I do believe that the series will continue after the specials.
Where do you see that? I haven't seen that yet.
I put it up earlier on. It's actually from the quotes from Piers Wenger. Today we've had quotes from Piers Wenger, Jodie Whittaker, and Chris Chibnall. And Piers Wenger has already confirmed, and Chris Chibnall's already confirmed that he wishes the next team all the best.
But they don't know who it is. That's
why they've announced it now. It gives them time now. That's why they've asked for the other special as well. It gives them time now to go out and search for the next showrunner and the next Doctor. That's why they did it. The next series of Doctor Who, Series 14, if you look at the timeline, it'll be 2023, late 2023 when Series 14 drops. So they're giving themselves time.
I'm just looking at a timeline for the quote. I saw the thing, the screen grab you posted. That was very funny. Can't say.
Good day today, but everybody be cautiously optimistic, because we have to see what decisions.
I think because they haven't announced the showrunner. Well, look, when Chibnall took over from Moffat, and when Moffat took over from Russell T Davies, they said, I'm thrilled to be handing over to the best man possible, right? This is, to not do that is a PR kick in the face. And why?
Yeah, but I think they're not hiring with inside the production team. I think they want to go for someone new, and that's why there hasn't been an announcement.
I think it's all dependent on having international partners. If they don't have HBO Max or China, I don't think they can do it. And what I think is most likely is that they think it's a popular show, so they think canceling it because the government cutbacks, everyone's going to be mad at us. Everyone's going to be mad at the government. I think that's what they're thinking is. That's why I don't think it's coming back for a while.
No, I think it is. I know we have different opinions on it, but I think it will be back. I think it will be back for a serious fourth game. I think that Biden, I think they're giving themselves a bit of time. Also, for the fandom to kind of calm down a little bit. I do. I think. I don't think Doctor Who's going away.
Oh God! Trending in the UK, Phoebe Waller-Bridge
as well.
No.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say, listen, the nightmares. I mean, I can't imagine it being worse. I can't. It's always been worse than I ever thought it possibly could.
Don't say that.
Right.
I used to think that too.
Now look, they've always exceeded themselves and suck, right? They've always. It's always been worse. Than, again, look at the what's it called? The Comic-Con panel as an example. They're terrible. They're like, like, oh look, we got a special guest. Really? Yeah. Oh, so special, super special guest. How special? Oh, so special, so special. Can't wait. Oh, who is it? Tom Baker? Is it David? Oh, it's so special. It's okay. Here's a special guest, Mr. Fuck All Nobody from Game of Thrones.
Oh, bless.
I mean, what?
In fairness to him now, I'm going to pick up for Jacob Anderson here. In fairness to him, the enthusiasm that he showed during that panel along with John Bishop was
of course he does. He had no idea.
And he did say it was a lifelong dream to be in this show.
Cool bastard. That's what he thinks now.
What character he's going to be in Doctor Who. I think that's what fans should be worried about, because they're definitely Jodie Whittaker, Manip Gill, and John Bishop were definitely standing in that photo that we got. They were definitely standing on the fucking yoke of Rassilon, the fucking I said it earlier on Twitter. Fuck the seal of Rassilon. They're standing on the seal of Rassilon. So this has got something. So he's got something to do with the Time Lords, and I reckon John Bishop also has something to do. I think John Bishop is a Time Lord.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows?
Time Lord.
Who cares? Like, who cares? Honestly,
I do now because the show, it's coming to an end, and I think we should care, because he could do either one or two things. He'd either double down and completely destroy it before he leaves to make it impossible for a new show.
That's what I'm doing.
Or he has been told, like we were told, that he's been told to tidy it up and fix it. Right? So this is still not over yet. He's still in the job right now, right? And he's there. His last season still to come. So this is not over by a long stretch of the year. We don't know what he's going to give us for Series 13 and these specials. And it might be the final kick in the balls, the fans.
Honestly, whatever they do doesn't matter to me. I mean, because it's not Doctor Who. I don't care what they do.
Yeah, you need a complete overhaul of the BBC's culture and top down management.
Exactly.
And the fact that Chibnall's gone and Whittaker's gone is nothing compared to the fact that that Piers Wanger still remains.
Wanker.
Right. Okay. Here, one thing.
As you said, Lee, on my stream. Well, we don't know if this new showrunner is going to come in and he's going to be allowed to make the decisions. But here's the thing. Chris Chibnall made most of these decisions. So you are saying, well, will this showrunner be allowed to do what he wants? Well, they allowed Chris Chibnall do what he wants. So I think the next showrunner that they bring in, they're going to try and control, to be quite honest with you. But so what showrunner would be willing to let BBC tell them what to do? There won't be many.
Well, what Chibnall wanted and what the BBC wants was in sync, so I think.
Was it saying also Matt Strevens is going?
No, he's not.
Says right here, Matt Strevens going.
Oh, even better. He really
okay.
He really
Let's see what Piers Wenger said. Piers Wenger, BBC drama director, continued. Over the last 4 years, Chris and Jodie have made Doctor Who history. Yes, they destroyed it. And the time is an indelibly marked in our memories. Yes, it is. From Rosa Parks to Essential Assignment, Chris and Jodie have given their some of the most life-affirming and tear-joking moments, like made me cry, today, and we are beyond excited to see what they have in store for us in the new series in autumn. But I haven't seen anything else about here. Let's do a search. Piers Wenger next.
Look, I don't really care what Piers Wenger says, to be quite honest.
Well, no, but
he came out and he actually said that Peter Capaldi wasn't universally loved. He can fucking get the fuck out as well.
I would like him to get the fuck out as well. I agree with you.
He has to go. But he won't. He won't because he's.
I hear it. But the let me see if this article says anything. In 1 second. If he's not talking about who's next, right? Then there's nobody next.
There is.
Yeah,
Doctor Who is going to continue.
I don't know.
It will. Guaranteed. I already know. So just take me word for it. Doctor Who will continue.
Fine. If you're saying you heard something, you heard something. But like, if there's nobody chosen, how do you know it's going to continue?
Can't tell you.
Are you kidding me?
Can't tell you. But I do know that it's going to continue after them. BBC want Doctor Who to continue, believe it or not.
Really?
They do believe that they can make this show a success.
Well, look for them, it is a success. It gets some of that high street.
No, behind the scenes, they know and have known that it's not.
It gets more people than EastEnders.
Listen, they were never going to come out publicly and say that they have no faith in this show. That's not what a company does, right? But behind the scenes, they know this show has been bad and they've been worried about it.
I'm not worried enough to do anything.
No, but they did make stipulations to Chris Chibnall to do certain things, and that's why we got Series 12. Remember, Series
12 was
completely different, right? Then Series 12 was more the familiar. There was a reason behind that. BBC told them to do that.
Yeah, Darren M in the chat makes a good point, but will the BBC continue?
Listen, they're talking about this 60th anniversary, the centennial or whatever, in next October, where they have a final episode. I don't think BBC is going to make it that far. I really don't.
Yeah, every year that goes by, it looks worse.
It's in a bit of a peril because if you look at EastEnders and other shows, they are losing ratings left, right, and centre. Yeah,
exactly.
But I think BBC is starting to realise that they are a failing organisation, and I think there is movement behind the scenes.
I think so.
The image
I
of
think
BBC.
they're so committed to this crap.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree. I have to say, I think the evidence has shown. If you look at Series 11 and look at Series 12, they stipulated that they wanted Series 12 to go back. We reported on it, and they did. They went back to cliffhangers. They went back to kind of make it feel like Doctor Who. Remember when Chris Chibnall took over?
Right.
It was stipulated that there'd be no Weeping Angels, no Daleks, there would be no Cybermen, there'd be none of this. Right? He's been forced to put all of these in. Right? So he came up with the Timeless Children's storyline. BBC have actually pulled their weight. Trust me. BBC want this to be a success. And they know it hasn't been. But they haven't been coming out and saying, because no company would come out and say it publicly.
No, I understand that.
And this is the thing as well. I reckon they were fired, but we're going to be told the line that they said that they were going to do 3 series and they leave. But I reckon, and this is not what I've been told, but I reckon they have been fired.
It's logical, isn't it? It makes sense.
Like, how can you continue on from where Doctor Who was when Moffat left it? Fair enough, 7 million viewers to BBC. The show was on the decline. But over this whole era, they've lost over 3.5 million. Right? So just over half of the audience have walked away.
Well, no, that's only if you ignore their spike. Yeah, they gotta eat that first episode spike of 11.5 million because they kept saying it's look, she did the good. No, okay, so then it's more than 50%. They've lost 70%.
Well, it'd be grand because our last episode would probably get 15 million viewers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think our last episode will get nothing.
Because I've already heard from people on my stream. Even fans that haven't watched this era will come back for our regeneration episode because they want to see our regenerate because they won't.
That's true. That's true. But I think this 6 parts
regenerates. And Lee didn't actually even believe it when he first came on my stream. He did. He said he'll believe it when he sees her regenerating. So there are a lot of fans like Lee that
you'll see her regenerate. You just won't see who she regenerates into.
I think the BBC may have changed their tune only because there's a real chance of them on the way out now.
Oh, by the way, Michael Sheen wants to play the 14th Doctor. He wants.
Oh, stop tickling my balls.
That's the only thing I can give you. But he wants to be the 14th Doctor.
Woke.
Yeah, if they do, it's great. I just don't see the. Honestly,
I don't see them doing it.
I think the BBC would rather destroy themselves and go down this woke hole than do anything good.
I don't think they can afford that anymore, though, Rabbi. And I think they've realised that because you even mentioned it yourself. EastEnders was one of their flagship shows as well.
Yes,
that's hardly pulling in 2 million viewers now because if you look at the dialogue, go and watch it. If anybody's from the east of London, right, East End of London, you know how they talk, right? Go
listen, as soon as you get close to Albert Square, as soon as you get close to Albert Square, you turn into a trans bi lesbian. That's if you're a guy. You're just getting close to it makes you gay. I don't know how. Every boy who grows up, there's oh, Dad, I'm gay. Well, I thought you were. It's been here enough times. We changed actor twice. Finally, you come out as being gay. Every fucking character. Okay, and it's like really. And it's fine if it's queer as folk, but why is he? I mean, like, no, everybody's sucking cock. Okay, that's great.
By the way, we have screenshot a tweet that I put up. I guarantee you the Doctor is going to be killed by either John Bishop's character or Vinder. That's how she's going to regenerate.
Oh yeah, Vinder, and we all know what that name means.
No, I read the definition.
Yeah.
So I reckon that
it's innocuous.
Darling or one of our villains is going to be responsible for our regeneration. I think it's going to be one of her companions. And Vinder is actually a replacement for John Barrowman. That's why they're behind schedule because we had to reshoot the scenes with him in it.
Why would they use that name?
I don't know, but is anybody at the BBC even doing research when someone oh Chris, you can't use that. Have you not seen the meaning of Vinder? It means that you're sexually attracted to kids and plants. Like
okay. Let's just say that you know this is. I saw the show saying that we have a new energy of redemption going throughout the world. Let's say that energy continues. Right. And we do get a Michael Sheen Doctor Who show run by whoever was it? The guy did he did what was that guy did Being Human? What's that guy's name again? Did a bunch of great episodes.
I didn't hear what you said. Hold on. What did you say?
Who was it that did Being Human? Imagine if you had... Okay, let's say we had like a Michael Doctor. No. What's that guy's name again? He's done a bunch of good Doctor Who. Fine, I'm looking on Wikipedia. It's got to have his name somewhere. Toby Whithouse. Yeah, imagine a Michael Sheen Doctor with a Toby Whithouse showrunner retconning all of
it. Neil Cross. That's who I said Michael Sheen would work with. The writer from Luther, Neil Cross. Would be I think that'd be the dream team. Toby, I would take, but again, some fans have expressed concern about that. They do believe that they should go outside the family, as they say, and go for something that's not. It has never been attached to Doctor Who.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
I actually have to agree with that. I think we need fresh eyes on this. Really, I do.
Right.
The only way that this era, this show continues. You can't bring in someone that's been connected to this show, because what will happen again is you'll get them with their own idea of what the Doctor should be, and I don't want that anymore. Chris Chib, look at RTD was great, Moffat was great to a certain extent, but look at even how crazy he went. No, I want a non-fan to come in, look at this with a cold eye, and come up with something fresh. That's what
I think you're right. I think it's absolutely what it needs. Fine. So listen, I'm going to go and eat. I'm hungry. So thank you.
I just had my food. I had.
I can't go off camera. It's my show. So thank everybody for joining me. I want to end on a blessing. I want everyone to have a blessing that Noel's vision of a Neil Cross of just a awesome Doctor Who, forgetting this awful era comes to pass. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So I think that's a good thing. Meditation on. We will consider that and make it reality. Oh, before he goes, Liam Nielsen's chin is here. He will find us and he will kill us. Donald Gleason for the Doctor. You are right. I've hit the end broadcast button.